Hello TEQ crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be conducting a technical analysis of Bitcoin. First of all, if we start examining our chart on the daily time frame, we can see that we have a support level at 25,217. In the past, this level has worked really well on significant points. Additionally, we didn't draw resistance levels too high above because the priority is to break through the resistance levels first. After that, we can discuss the support and resistance levels in between. Now, we have a temporary resistance level here. Let's mark it with a dotted line, but the main important level for us is the orange line in the 30,400 to 31,200 range. If this orange line is broken to the upside, then the 32,000 level becomes important for us. Looking at it, we can see that there is currently a downward trend. We also have an upward trend coming from the bottom. Currently, price movements are occurring within this triangle. In addition, price movements will likely first drop to our potential support level at 25,217. If this level is breached, then it will reach the support level of the rising trend line below. Moreover, if it reaches the support level, there will likely be an upward movement again. In other words, we might see a movement like this, like this, like this, and like this. As a second movement, price movements can come here. After some consolidation in these areas, it can show a downward or upward movement. It is actually likely to show a movement like this. Whichever way the triangle breaks, the price movements will move in that direction. Of course, our expectation is for it to turn from the support level, let's say 25,002. We expect upward movement from the support zone below this time. This is how we make our Bitcoin comments, friends. Additionally, if we look at the moving averages, the 200-day moving average has worked as a strong support zone here, as it appears. Currently, the 8-day moving average has crossed both the 50-day and 20-day moving averages downwards. Actually, this is interpreted as a negative sign. However, since price movements will fall to the lower support zone, we can also interpret the reversals here as normal. They are moving averages that we follow. Is it important for price movements not to break the 200-day moving average downwards? That is what matters. After closing the moving averages, let's look at our indicators and then show you the negative divergence in the 4-hour period, friends. First, if we look at our Fisher indicator, Fisher has given us a slight buy signal by breaking upwards around May 14th to 15th. Along with this signal, price movements are currently continuing horizontally. Actually, friends, we don't see a rapid rise in Fisher at the moment. That's why, based on price movements, Fisher will most likely have a downward breakout in the coming days because prices have been falling for the past 2 days. Therefore, if we look at it according to Fisher, we can say that the upward movement may last for a short while, but it won't last long. Because we have a resistance zone here. If it reaches this level, there could be a downward reversal. After closing Fisher, let's quickly look at our RSI indicator, friends. The RSI level has broken below 50 and is currently moving around 37 to 44 to 45. If it continues to move downwards in this range, we can expect a retracement in price movements. However, if the RSI level breaks above 50 and starts moving upwards, there is a possibility of a significant price increase. It is important to keep this in mind. On our daily chart, if we draw a resistance zone based on RSI, we can see a downtrend zone. If the price breaks above this zone, we may expect some relief in price movements. Additionally, after closing the RSI, we will look at our WAV trend indicator. We can see that it has given a buy signal followed by a sell signal. This confusion in indicators is due to the current back and forth movements in price. However, we can also observe that the volume is almost zero. Compared to previous periods, the volume is very low, indicating that the current decline is not significant. In the past, significant declines or increases occurred with much higher volumes. Therefore, in this low volume market, it may be more accurate to open trades based on support and resistance levels once the volume starts to increase. It is important to keep this in mind. Now let's switch to our 4-hour chart and share the divergence with you. First, let's adjust our chart nicely. If we open the RSI indicator, we can see that the peaks in price movements are decreasing. If we look at the RSI is also showing upward peaks. it seems that it's increasing. So, there is actually a hidden negative divergence here. Negative divergence means that market price movements are showing a downward trend. Therefore, it's advisable for everyone to be cautious at the moment, especially since it has shown a downward movement from the resistance zone, indicating that it could potentially drop to the level of 25,217 as we mentioned earlier. Together with the divergence in RSI, our observation is somewhat confirmed here. We have a downtrend, which was broken to the upside in the 4-hour time frame, but as we mentioned, in this low-volume market, this breakout doesn't necessarily indicate a clear sign of an upward movement. Perhaps the price movements will relax a bit. However, due to the divergence, we do expect some retracement in the price movements. Additionally, we can say that we're seeing a triangle pattern in the short term. Especially after the consolidation, we can say that we're observing a triangle pattern. Whichever direction it breaks, there is a high probability of seeing an upward movement towards that direction in the price movements. Therefore, it might be beneficial to monitor this triangle in the 4-hour time frame. Let's mention this as well. Now, let's gradually remove our support and resistance zones and come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Bitcoin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. To stay informed about future videos, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.